Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so I'm on my side of town, or the others. Well, I don't know how to say it, but I'm back over in Inglewood area, Lenox. I guess this is my side of town. But yeah, man, took a long enough to get to where I needed to be in regards to the train, but it was fine. I had a nice day. I'm pretty much still out. I don't really need to go home, to be honest with you. Just need to stop at the little boys' room somewhere around here, and I can keep on walking because I ain't really even felt like I've been out. I mean, for the most part, you getting on trains, you ain't getting that walk in. I walked to the train station. I walked 4 blocks after I got off the train station. But as far as I like to walk, all this walking I do, I ain't even really did any of that today, really. So I thought the trip was great. I got familiar with the train, which is the most important thing for me. I ain't gonna make some of the mistakes I made on the train today ever again. A lot of that stuff done switched up so much. They got so many damn options now. It's like, damn, I connect here and I connect there. I connect here. It's too much, man. But all in all, it's been a fruitful day, even though a whole lot didn't get done. As far as me trying to get up and out of this place, I still got a long way to go. But I'm trying to, you know, do what it is that I know how to do, which is look up apartments and go make those appointments and see if they'll work with me. And so far, I made one effective appointment. The other 2 were scams. It seemed they were credit scams, trying to get you to run your credit at an absorbent amount that ain't necessary. They just want you to do business with their credit, as I was telling you in the last video. Credit lenders, or whatever they call it, credit runners, whatever. But I already told them, people, like, look, I already gave my dollar to one of them credit companies. If you linked in with them, I can show you exactly what they got. I can send you screenshots of everything because I'm still linked in with them. So ain't no sense in me to run nothing for nobody, extra credit, nothing. I got a reputable credit source that I've paid, ready to give you that information. So if you can't connect with them, then that's too much, because I ain't about to run no $30 for a different credit run, another $30 for a different credit run, plus rental applications, which is a scam. A rental application is a scam. I don't care what nobody say. This shouldn't cost nothing to apply for something that I may or may not get. That is a scam. And so these are the type of things, it's just like, man, it's just part of the game. There's always a game attached to what it is that people need. That's why there's a lot of people who don't get what it is they're supposed to have, because there's games being run. If you don't know how to play it, you ain't going to get what you need. And that is the situation I'm dealing with. That is exactly what it is. And so learning, putting myself up on game and further becoming irritated with the way the world works. I just don't like it. It should be a lot easier to do things. It should be a lot more simple for people who don't have much, who can't do much, to get what they need. It shouldn't be impossible to survive unless you fall in the algorithm of those who are sane. I don't think everybody falls into those algorithms. We can contribute just the same. And so I just like for it to get a lot easier for people like me, and to a point, those who know it is easier for you. But for those like myself who don't, we stuck in hell. And that's exactly what Earth is for people like myself. So I'm just stomping around, you know. I'm trying to get where I'm going. Obviously, I want to, you know, take care of everything at once, do all the stuff that I feel like I should, but I'm one person and I'm by myself, so it is what it is. Trying to figure it out. Ain't nothing easy coming though. So I just figured it out and just keep pushing forward, you know. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. And so I'm thankful I got you guys listening to me, because otherwise it's just an empty life I'm living right now. Without y'all on the other side of it making this channel worth it, ain't no purpose. So that's what I'm telling everybody, just in front of that library go to when this all initially happened. I remember how much anxiety I felt going into that place. I didn't feel like I could even go all the way down the street and back without feeling something negative. Now I'm like, that's all you got in regards to the walk. Like, that ain't that long in comparison to what I'm doing every day. So I'm very happy to have gotten this far this soon. And I'm also happy that the Lord has provided me an opportunity to make it feel like these days ain't been that fast, you know. For this to be a 10-day situation, it felt like I've had a whole month. It ain't felt like no 10 days. And so even with 2 days left before the sheriff come, it feel like I got ample time to do things I need to do. And so I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that the Lord put me in a position to feel strong enough to just do the things that I always fearful of doing, you know, always. Stupid stuff that ain't even that serious, but I'd be scared because of how my mind is wired. It ain't even nothing to it. I'm out here dealing with whatever it is I would otherwise fear. That's the funny thing about it. But the anticipation is such. That's what it is. The anticipation, it don't have to be nothing. It just be in your head. You tell yourself it's something, and then from there you manifest something, and it be that. It ain't never got to be none of that. It just has to be what you intend for it to be when you go out the house, standing on your own 2 feet. You don't ask for no help or nothing like that. You just do what you got to do. And that's what ultimately it's about. It's about doing what you have to do, whether the help is there or not. And whatever doesn't get done, doesn't get done. That's how I'm approaching this living situation. Because right now, I've overwhelmed myself. And I don't have a vehicle, so it takes 10, 11 hours to do a 3-hour job. And it's just, some stuff just ain't gonna get done, man. Some stuff just ain't gonna get kept. Some stuff just ain't gonna get sold. You know what I mean? And that's what I've come to understand. If I gotta do this by myself, some things just ain't gonna happen. So I'm just asking the Lord to help me deal with what it is that I have to live without or whatever. You know, breakaway energies. I've been telling you guys, anything that needs to be left alone, anything that needs to be dropped in 20 seconds or left, I want to be able to have that strength within myself to do that and not worry too much about where the next this are coming from or how I'm gonna live without that or whatever would be in place for me to otherwise regret. I just am not up for it. You know, no regrets. So I'm ready to let go of everything in that damn house pretty much, except for my art, which I genuinely believe needs to be sold or donated to somebody who can do something with it. Honestly, because that stuff should not just be done. I shouldn't have just did almost 7,000 pieces just to throw them in the trash. That is not what that was for. That was not what that was for. So just hoping that God has a plan, man. So that all of my works and everything that I've been doing wasn't for nothing at all. To a point, it feels like it wasn't, because I was able to get as good as I did at what I do. But to another point, it feels like it ain't making me no money, and it ain't helping me through these stresses, and it ain't really even nobody knows about it. So it's like, I think that's what it is for me. Just always trying to fight against wasted effort. Effort that doesn't have to be considered wasted, but it never can pan out for nothing. It's just, that's the story of my life, to be honest with you. Either running from misplaced effort or effort being misplaced thereafter, only to find myself as frustrated as I would have been if I wouldn't have. So, like I've told you guys many times, I feel like the universe is kind of cruel to me at times. Doesn't necessarily mean I make good decisions or listen to the inner voice all the time, but sometimes I just catch some ridiculously bad breaks with ridiculous, just bad choices. You know, it is what it is. So that's the product of being alone in life. Yeah, that's what I gotta say to that. It's the product of being alone. So it is what it is, man. I was able to stay out of a lot of trouble because of it, and ultimately found myself a lot of trouble because of it, just the same. This thing don't come with a manual, and so I did the best I could. So I'm looking at my life, I did the best I could, man. I fought every fight that I thought was necessary to fight. Still am fighting the fights I thought was necessary to fight. And when you're in fights, you get beat up. That's how it goes. So I hope to not continue on that path, getting beat up by life just because I wanted to stand for something that was righteous in my mindset, something I believe was right, still do. The only thing that came of it was a big F-U. And it's just part of it. That's the psychology of the circumstance. I think that's what it's supposed to feel like. That's what they paid so much money. They being the head Jesus, we talked about it many times. It's what they paid so much money to psychologists and all these different psychological professionals to help them psych us out of our circumstance. They had to make us feel like we were free falling forever, you know? So I don't feel nothing for them but forgiveness, because that's the energy that's ultimately going to defeat that. Nothing else, as we've discussed many times. So I forgive you, Hedgies. It's okay. You've ruined a lot of people's lives, but I hate to tell you this, but your lives are going to be ruined too because of what you've done. Not just the ruined lives you've ruined, but it is what it is. I'm not here to tell them anything they don't already know. At the end of the day, I'm just happy to be alive, man. Happy to be here. Sometimes you get through life, you go through so much hard times, you forget that this thing could go the other direction and you could just simply not be here. And while I romanticize about that at times when I'm not happy, at the end of the day, I'm always happy that I have a day to smile about. When sunshine comes out, days like that, you feel good about being here, so you just got to get through the toughness, as we've talked about many times. So that's where my head is, man. Trying to get past the toughness. As I do, I find myself more proud of who it is I'm trying to be, despite circumstances not necessarily panning out. And so that's what I've been saying today. You know, even if things don't pan out, keep moving, keep striving forward. There's always something new to strive for. Maybe the last several things you tried didn't work, but the next several you do just may. So stay on your pivot, as they say. Don't forget that your effort isn't worthless just because it doesn't feel like it's manifesting. Because even if circumstances don't get better, you will. So that's what I'm telling everybody right now. Thank God for the safety that I was able to enjoy getting back and forth on the train. Had a good outing today that was much needed. Got on the other side of town. I've forgotten how long it had been since I've been on this side of town over there, man. Yes, my God. I mean, I used to go back and forth on them trains so often because I worked at USC and all these different things, till you don't realize how much time has been removed from you. I think that's what I can share with people who are in their 20s. Once you cross over that 30 threshold, anything from 30 to 38 could in theory feel like not a long time, because you're so far advanced into your development as a person till a lot of stuff is just like recent. It feels recent even though it ain't. It feels recent even though it ain't. And I've reached that point in my life where 8 years ago, it kind of feels like 8 years, but you don't think that in the day you're in, with the sun shining the same way it did back then, that it should be so much have changed, and it doesn't feel like it's long. You know what I mean? Because it feels like the days are the same weather, you know what I mean? Same areas. So it's like, it's hard to explain to somebody just how strange it is to see downtown LA look so different for me. To see skyscrapers and parking structures covering up the Crypto.com arena when I get off of Pico Station. It's like, what the hell did they do? The 8 years, they truly spent all 8 of them years building all them damn skyscrapers, because they were not there last time I was there. Like, just not there. And so it's like, man, this is a trip for me. I don't know how long that stuff been up, but it just shows me how long I've been in the house, for one, on this side of town for two, and then from there take the train. I haven't taken the train in even longer than that. So it don't feel that long, because I took the train so much in my late 20s, in my mid 20s, and as a child. So much to where it should not have changed. That's what it feels like. It's like, nah, bring back my city. What y'all do to the city? That's what it feels like to me. But I guess that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So I'm just about, say, good 4 blocks, not even 3 blocks away from the crib. And the train station is a nice, easy walk, so it's not going to be nothing for me to do it tomorrow if I got to go back down there, or the day after. I see myself doing it the day after, because I need funds to clear. It's that kind of thing. So my budget is crap, you guys. It's absolute garbage. Don't hardly have any money right now for myself, as expected when the hedgie's running from 50 something dollars all the way down to $4.95. But that's the evil of them. That's the evil of who they are as humans. So they ruin life for other humans, and I'm one of those people. But, you know, as long as you guys know about it. I want to thank everybody, all the new subs. So I got a couple new subscribers. I hope that I give you the content that you're looking for, because honestly, I've been all over the place as it pertains to how I've been feeling, and that's exactly how I give it to you, the same way it's in my head, the same way you get it on this channel. Sometimes I feel like a Laker analyst, other times I feel like a priest, other times I feel like an activist, other times I feel like, I don't know, but you get all of it at once. You know, you get all of it at once. I never, ever hold back the authenticity of what it is that I'm feeling at a given moment. And so that's why you can see me talking all that preacher stuff and then turn around and have anger in my mind in regards to the basketball side of the game. It's just how it works. Got separate brains for separate things, it seems. But that's how I feel today, you know. I feel like letting everybody know that I very much appreciate those who picked me up and subscribed to me for basketball and stuck around for the therapy sessions. Or the people who subscribe for the therapy sessions maybe hate the Lakers, but see Laker videos every 5 minutes. It's just part of my personality, it's part of who I am, it's definitely part of the brand going forward. So that's what I want to tell people. Thanks for sticking around, and I'm gonna try to give you every bit of the content that you're here for. That's what it's about. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do all of what I do going forward if I have any opportunity to do so. And that's what I want all of you guys to know. 500 is the number in regards to subscribers that allow us to monetize our channel. So I want to encourage everybody to jump on top of that. If you're watching me for the first time, do me a favor, even if you don't care what I'm up to. I'm trying to reach that number because I need to monetize stuff. If you ain't been following me, I'm facing homelessness in a real way. So needless to say, anything that needs to be monetized properly by necessity should be monetized. And I promise you, I've never cared. I kind of still don't, to be honest with you, in regards to monetizing this channel. But if it's a possibility, then I would be responsible asking you guys to help me with that. And so that's really it, man. That's really it. I don't know if I'm gonna jump into the new world in regards to super chats and all of that other stuff. I don't know that you guys will follow me right away in regards to going live. You got to go live for a long time to get people to actually hop on and see what you're talking about live. But I think I might actually start doing that because it will allow me more space anyway. It'll give you more space to record, which I never utilize. But nevertheless, I just want everybody to know that I got some changes in mind in regards to this channel. I always have changes in mind, and given what I'm going through, those changes are probably going to be postponed until I find myself landed somewhere. But once that happens, I look to find out what I need to know to grow this channel and apply some of those methods that I see others doing, and hope to God you guys take away to what it is I do like to take to those guys, because I feel like I'm really good at it. I just never tried to promote them like a lot of people who do. But shout out to them, man. Doing things correctly is the best way to go. Don't get it twisted. If I did things correctly, I would be more happy with my circumstance. So I encourage you to don't follow what I did and not put anything on your channel. Think people are gonna sub you. I've been building this way for like 5 years. That's why I only have 430 subs in 5 years, because I literally never promote, just by way of my own anxiety and my own desire to keep low key. But low key don't really work no more. I don't have the same goals anymore in regards to the channel. I got responsibility for my voice, new confidence. So I just don't know if the ways that I'm working still work for me, and just have to be upgraded, etc. So that's what I wanted to say to everybody, man. Enjoy your day. Thank you for following what I'm doing, and just always protect yourselves in every way. Cover your backside and make sure that you don't do anything that's going to ruin your energy. As we talk about every day, I want to remind everybody in this video, you can't fight fire with fire. And the idea is teaching everybody to fight fire with fire is to keep bad energy in rotation. That's all it is. It's trying to preserve its own self. So with that being said, protect your energy. Go the kind route, go the compassionate route, go the happy route, go the love route on everything that you do. Even if it look crazy to you, it's probably the way to go to best protect yourself, your reputation, and what it is that your karma will be. Don't let nobody in their evil ways back you into evil ways that are gonna blow back on you. You ain't hurting them by turning into what they are. You're duplicating what they are, and you're making their numbers stronger. Never forget that. So that's what I want to say. And as everything else goes, just keep God first, man. Keep God first. Get fear out of your heart. It lies to you. Fear doesn't know what the hell it's talking about. It's not a single person that's a psychic out here that I'm aware of. And if you are a psychic, chances are God didn't let you know everything you need to know what moves you need to make in your own life. So please, everybody, please believe in God if you have it in you to do so. Incorporate that God variable into your circumstance. Regardless of what your religion is, keep him there. Because I think at the end of the day, if you're looking for him, he'll find you. I've always felt that. I always believe that. All right, it's time for me to get my key out, because I do not want any hesitation when it's time to walk in the house. Because that is how bad I gotta go. It's not a game. I've been holding this since I left Pershing Square over an hour ago. And I have a great bladder, but at this age, you do not want to press it. You don't want to push it. You don't want to toy with that. So that's what we're facing with. I'm gonna go in the house, make my rice, make my food, all that healthy stuff I be eating, and And I'm gonna ask for the Lord to give me some direction on how best to make this day more productive in regards to what it is that He has planned for me. I want to speak life into His plan and His dreams for my life. I want to speak life into His ability to reach me in ways that I would not allow Him to reach me before. These are the type of prayers I'm opening up, trying to disarm myself from otherwise choosing things that are not good for me. I want the Lord to be in my head in whatever way He feels fit, leading me and directing me on how to do the right things for myself and for the circumstances I'm involved in. And if He can do that for me, I'm pretty dang certain that I'll be satisfied with whatever happens next. But I'm just gonna need that from Him. And that's pretty much what I gotta say, man. I'm home now. I'm in the house now. For what will be my home for a little while longer. And then we move on to the next chapter of my life, for which all intent and purposes look like hell going forward, but could potentially be a blessing in disguise. And I'm open to that. My name is BDF 44, and I thank you all for watching. I'm out.